I know what you're thinking. It's gonna stink like human cheese under there, and why doesn't a car saw cut the skin? Fun fact, the sawtooth blade of a car saw oscillates or vibrates over very small distances. Unlike the rotating blade of a circular saw, this means that rigid materials like fiberglass or plaster can be cut, and thin, elastic, more delicate tissue like your skin will be unharmed. In very rare cases, the friction caused by the saw and the cast can actually create skin abrasions or thermal injuries, but usually you'll just feel a tingly sensation, and this is a sign that you're being tickled by micro vibrations from a steel blade. The cast saw usually has a vacuum attached to it as well to suck up all the little dust particles. And another fun fact, the cast saw was invented by an orthopedic surgeon from a place called Kalamazoo. Anyway, once all that's done, you have this little cast spreader which will crack open that cast like a nut so you can get a fresh whiff of several weeks of unwashed stinky skin. Yum. If you want to protect your hearing, use the 60-60 rule. On the left, you have normal, healthy hair cells, like little tentacles that live in your inner ear and help to detect sound waves and process sound. Unlike other cells in the body, they can't regenerate once they're damaged. And on the right is sound-induced damage of the hair cells. They're bent and destroyed. When you're using headphones, try not to listen to more than 60% of the total volume and for no longer than 60 minutes in one go, and then give your ears a break. This horrifying experiment led to our understanding of human digestion. The year is 1822. 19-year-old fur trapper Alexis St. Martin takes a shotgun to the stomach. Bits of lung and stomach poking out of the wound. He wasn't expected to last the night. Army surgeon William Beaumont saves him. Eventually, St. Martin survives and recovers, except for one strange thing. The hole in his stomach refuses to close. Instead of binding to themselves, the wall of the stomach attached to his belly skin, creating a permanent hole right under his ribs, a permanent window to his stomach, a gastric fistula. At this point, doctors didn't really know how digestion works, so William Beaumont took the opportunity to experiment. He would literally dangle bits of meat tied to a string inside his stomach to find out how long it takes different foods to digest. He collected samples of the stomach acids, at one point even licked the wounds to see if it had an acidic taste. Although these experiments were unethical, they did teach us that digestion was a chemical and mechanical process. Hey man, what's one reason why you shouldn't date a doctor?
You have no idea where my hands have been.
What's one reason why you should date a doctor?
Have you seen this?
Give me one reason why you should date a doctor.
They know their anatomy.
Give me one reason why you should never date a doctor.
They're arrogant.
On today's episode of Shit I Learned While Working at the ER, in the event that your child super glues their eye shut with nail glue, you can use mayonnaise.
Step 1, find mayo. Step 2, don't try this at home, but here's some super glue. Step 3, any oil-containing product will break down the super glue.